Hello everybody, welcome to today's video where today I am going to be explaining how the code works for our RPG tutorial series. And we're honestly just starting off with episode 1, how the animations work. So, without further ado, let's begin. So with our when green flag clicked, we want it to go to 0, 0, because that's the position on the screen. And then go into the front layer because we want our character to be on top of everything because he is going to be the main guy and stuff. We have our set scroll X and scroll Y to 0, which aligns the level, but that's for a later episode. And we have to switch the costume to the S idle so that we have ourselves a starting position. And then a broadcast reset player. Now, when I receive reset player, we're setting the animation to the S idle for the starting position and forever moving the player so that this is always running. Now we have our set move this frame to 0. This means that the player is not moving. However, if the specific keys are pressed, then that means that the player is moving, which is why it sets move this frame to 1. So let's say 0 is false, which is movement. So 0 means movement is false, 1 means movement is true. So this is moving in the different directions, which is going to be for another video. But then we have the set animation key so that we know which direction the player is actually facing. In the if then else here with the move this frame equal to 1, we have our specific keys which sets the animation here to the different walk animations. And then we have if for all the animation keys so that we know which idle to display, and it all depends on what the animation key is equal to, which is why we also have that inside. Now moving into more complicated things, we have our name, wait time, and looping. The name is what the name of the animation is. Then we have our wait time, and then we have whether it should loop or not. Now we set the animation wait time to the wait time, which is the amount of time a frame is displayed before changing. Now if the current animation name is not equal to the new animation name, then we want to set animation ended to 0. Set the animation name to the new name so that we know which animation should be playing, and then we set the animation looping to looping so that we know whether we want the animation to loop or not. And then we switch the costume to the exact animation name so that we know where we should start on our list of costumes. Now in our when I receive reset player in our forever, we wait a specific amount of seconds and then go to the next costume, which is the animation wait time seconds. Now eventually we're going to hit a costume that does not contain the animation name. So we keep doing this until we end up with that problem where we have hit a costume name that does not contain the animation name. In that case, depending on whether it loops or not, if it does loop, then we want to reset it back to the original. So it's going to go down. It's just every 0.07 seconds, go down, go down, go down, go down, go down. Then it's going to hit this and be like, hey, that doesn't contain the animation name, which is why we're going to go all the way back up and keep doing this. Bop, 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 all the way. And keep doing it if it's looping. If not, then what happens is it hits this, says, wait, we don't want to loop. Let's go back 1 so that it doesn't get all weird. Then it sets it to animation ended 1, which means, hey, the animation is done, my guy. And then it says, wait until the animation ended is equal to 0. And that's basically how the animation code works. It all depends on the costume name, and that is the most important thing, which is why when you're creating this, you need to make sure you name your costumes very, very specifically. And it's very good to understand this, because tomorrow I'm going to be uploading an episode for bat enemies, and then the episode after is going to be for swords and weapon attacks, and so it's really good to understand the animation system so that you can understand how the weapon attacks works, because in theory it shouldn't work, but understanding the animation system will really make things easier for you to understand. So that's basically how it is. All depends on the costumes and what you set the name, wait time, and looping to. And that's pretty much it. In the next episode, like I said, I'm going to be adding some bat enemies, which there are going to be two types. One type is going to follow you around, and the other type is going to be a passive type of enemy that does not attack you at all. And it's going to be really cool. And then the episode after, we'll do attack animations and bat death animations. So it's going to be really cool. Getting to some more animations soon, so if you really like that, then that'll be coming up. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.